Hello, welcome to my channel. Renso Castaneda here. This is my first video of 2021. Okay, I'm gonna start using this titanium white, yellow ochre, cadmium red hue, alizarin crimson, ultramarine blue, and ivory black. I already mixed yellow ochre and alizarin crimson with white, and I apply this layer just one color. I'm gonna draw on top of this. I'm mixing alizarin crimson and yellow ochre, a touch of blue. Okay. I'm placing some marks just to place the position of the horse head. Okay. Gonna see the center line. It's gonna be around here. Okay, it's gonna be here. Eyes, eyebrows, nose. Now I'm gonna draw this eye. I'm squinting my eyes and just trying to see this shape, this whole shape, and making a triangle here. Okay. I'm gonna use these synthetic brushes, number 0, and adding white to this mixture. Let's draw this clear. I'm squinting my eyes again, trying to see this, and I just trying to get to guess. I mean, if I squint my eyes, I don't see nothing. Kind of just a dark shape here, and with a white accent. That's what I'm trying to guess the position. I'm gonna do the same here. Okay. Hello, Richard. Thank you. I wish you the same. Now I'm going to add some light. and try to follow the shape of the lights. You see here, this. Hello, Michael. Oh, okay. I started the live streaming like I don't know, a couple of hours ago, and I don't know what happened. I mean, to be honest, I don't know. I just everything stopped. I didn't have internet for like an hour and a half, and now it's back. Okay, I'm squinting my eyes all the time, trying to see just shapes. I'm mixing ultramarine blue and white. Let's make a little bit of background here. Okay, let's draw the eye a little bit more to have more details. Okay, that's really good, Michael. Okay, congratulations. You just finished a portrait today. That's really good. Okay, I'm gonna make a little bit of detail on the eyes. Okay. A little bit of hair. I'm going to blend a little bit the painting. Okay. No. Different. Okay, I found it. I use this flat brush, synthetic brush, mixing cadmium red hue, white, yellow ochre. Usually, sometimes I start really like kind of really reddish, but at the end, I'm gonna start applying more and more paint, and at the end, it's gonna be just a little bit of red. It depends. I mean, sometimes I want just to be with more color. I mean, hence the chroma. And sometimes I don't want that. And usually I have like a plan, but sometimes I change that. Okay, for drawing the mouth, I see the overall shape. It's like from the beginning. I see usually look for just simple shapes. I see the overall shape. Then here I see this like an overall shape here. Then the mouth is gonna be the same, something like this. Okay. When I feel like I have that, then I start thinking about the mouth. But first, I just think about like it was something flat without light or shadow or nothing like that. Okay. Something is wrong, but I mean, there's always something wrong at the beginning. I mean, we don't know what, but there is always something wrong. You know that this is a process of like fixing here and there. Hello, shoulder. With what do you prime your canvas? Okay. Uh, Gesso is the simple, I mean, way to prime any canvas. Yes, we have here a brand is called Techno. I don't know if that's an international brand. It's kind of, let's say, it's kind of not so, it's not so cheap, it's not so expensive. And the paint is Winton from Winsor and Newton. Okay, I'm watching again the overall shape because this is my way to correct. I mean, I see everything. I put what is inside, and then I go again. You can see. I mean, I prefer to have always like, let's say, a horizontal, sorry, a vertical line. In this way, I can. Sometimes I used to do that. Like I have here, this is vertical, and I have here another one, and I can see how tilted is that. I try to do it by eye. But anyway, I mean, I didn't do it by eye at the beginning. I mean, all the time for me it was about doing this and this and this and measuring all the time. Now I'm trying to practice without any measure, but at the end, there's always measurements. It's not like, I mean, sometimes there are no visible, like, I'm not doing it anymore like this. I mean, I'm not trying to do. It doesn't mean that I don't do it all the time. And, but definitely I'm comparing, yes. I'm trying to see from here to here and try to move this like this. Okay. Gotta move the mouth a little bit up. Hello, Masif. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Wish you the best too. Okay. What else? I'm trying to see the tip of the nose. It goes with here with the iris. I think I can trace a vertical line from here diagonal to the corner of the mouth. I can trace a triangle here. And another diagonal here. Okay. I mean, sometimes I don't do these lines, but definitely, always, I'm thinking about that. I'm doing this to show you how this I don't know. I mean, how is this is working in my head? I don't think about color. Like I just go like very simple. I'm thinking about just the proportions. I'm squinting my eyes. I mean, that would be an advice for me. Go with a simple color. It doesn't matter if you have you can have here yellow chrome. I don't know any fancy name, any color. You can have 20 colors here, 40 colors here, with 4 or 5 different reds, different blues. The idea is going to be simple always. I mean, that's the best way. Even if you see, just because I have seen so many painters having like 20 colors and picking from each one of them. And at the end, all is reduced to something like this. If you can pick from any color, 20 colors. If at the end you're gonna finish with something like that, something like this, I mean, you can kind of reduce that just to make to understand that easily, and kind of repeat that, because that's the idea. Yes, I mean, have a formula. Let's say a recipe, a formula. You know, I mean, a lot of painters they say that there is no way to have a formula or recipe. That's true, but we have to try to have something at least that we can repeat, because this thing about painting is about repetition and repetition and repetition. Because that's practice. Practice is repetition and repetition. Okay, Marcia. Uh, oh, thank you. Welcome and thank you, Masiek. What do you pick up this particular photo? Is it a little flat? Yes, it's a little flat. Because I know I love her face in this just particular position, and I mean I prefer sometimes. Usually, I prefer to choose a photo that has a difference between light and shadows, but there is no way to always try to find that kind of images, the perfect image photograph. We have to deal with photos like kind of flat and trying to get the volume from this. That's why we squint our eyes, or we can take an image and just exaggerate the lights and shadows in order to see more clearly the lights and shadows. That's why we use a mirror. That's why we can take out the color and see a black and white image. It's going to help us a lot. And at the same time, it's a challenge. Yeah, we have to. I mean, something that I have learned in the School of Art by studying a school of arts is that, I mean, it's like 80% of the time that I painted in the School of Art. 80% of the subjects, the themes, I don't know, the portraits, all of that, I didn't like. I think I didn't like any of them. I mean, I wasn't me who chose the model, the still life, the portrait. It was my teacher. My teachers every year, and they choose that in order for us to improve. They don't want us to be pleased on what we see, and it's kind of different when you choose what to paint. I always choose. I look for so many images. I choose something that's gonna be easier to paint because it's gonna be easier for me to see lights and shadows. But what if not? Okay, that's why from time to time I choose some kind of an image like this, flat, in order for me to challenge myself and try to get the most of this kind of photographs. Okay, Michael, the portrait I have done, the woman has blonde hair. What background could you use? Blonde hair. Okay. I mean, for me, it depends because sometimes we want a really high contrast between the background and the subject, and usually, what it came to my mind is just always just go with the complementary color. If she's blonde, I can think in a variation of kind of violet, a grayish violet, and play with that. I mean, it's not gonna be a flat color. Yes, we gotta choose what portion is gonna be darker, or another side is gonna be lighter. One part is gonna be more colorful, and another part of the background is gonna be more grayish. You gotta see. I mean, we kind of try to predict how it's gonna be, but there's no way to foresee this until, I mean, until you do it. You're gonna see, and you see if it's gonna be okay, and you see if you have to grade down some parts of the background, or you have to enhance the chroma, or maybe you can go with really expressive brush strokes, or just a really soft background. I mean, it's about just thinking about contrast first, and one of the common contrasts is the complementary contrast. Okay, I'm gonna blend. I'm gonna leave it this here because I want just to know how thick I'm going to go with the paint. Okay, we'll continue working on the eyes. I'm mixing black and alizarin crimson. Oh, thank you, Michael. Marcia. No, I don't use any medium. Just pure paint. Pure paint. Another thing when I'm facing a painting like this an image like it's kind of flat. The only way for me to get away with a nice painting, but I'm trying to get away with a nice painting, it's just by adding more paint. I mean, that it's not gonna end up with like this. Just for me, it's just like remind myself that I gotta go thick with paint. Okay. And sometimes I do this. I apply the paint and leave it there. I want to blend that. But right now, I have to continue working on the eyes. But because it's not like it's going to be thick everywhere. First, I got to go, I need to get the likeness. Or try. But at the same time, that because it doesn't have too much, let's say, values information, it's kind of easy just for me to see this. And always, I keep in mind this all the time. Painting and keeping in mind this. Okay, this and this. This is something that from the beginning, I'm watching that. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna stick to this from the beginning to the end, just checking this, and this. And if you want to make lines like this on the top of the painting, go ahead with this. I mean, who cares? The painting at the beginning is a mess. Some lines on top of the painting is not gonna make it worse or nothing. It's like just uh, making some landmarks that is going to help us with the process. Okay, so that's just see these lines. It's helping me a lot. I mean, I will try maybe even to make these lines to the image, to the photo. You can see it's gonna be easier to compare. But I'm not gonna do this with oil paint because it's gonna be a mess. But I mean, I want you to have the idea is that by making these lines, it's easier for me because you can try just to imagine these lines. But you see, if you make them visible, it's gonna be easier. Okay. And the idea is practice and practice, and someday maybe you're gonna be able to not make any lines and make a beautiful portrait. Now, by making this, I'm just paying attention to this shape, okay? This whole shape. I'm looking for a round brush. Okay, I think I need to buy more brushes. Marcia. Oh yes, you're right. Maybe you're right. It depends on the brand. I mean, this paint, this Winton, is kind of easier to use this paint without any medium. But I remember I bought some Rembrandt Rembrandt's paint, and I remember the white, titanium white. It was so thick, it was kind of impossible to paint without medium. I mean, let's say that it depends about the material. So, Michael, who was your my inspiration to paint? Okay, I suppose it was my family, yes, because my mom, she's a painter. My dad is a painter. My brothers, my mother brother, he was a painter. I mean, and then speaking about the great masters, obviously, like it was the same, yes. Rembrandt, Vermeer, Velázquez, Sargent, and from the new ones, the same that we see on YouTube. I was watching one, Stephen Asael, I think, from New York, Cesar Santos, Tischler, Bauman, all of those great painters. You and me, you all and me admire the same painters. I did show Dari. I usually paint daily, and I try to go live daily, but not sometimes not Sundays or Saturdays. But today I made a mistake. I thought it was Monday. I thought it was Monday. I mean, my wife told me, "Okay, you're gonna work on Sunday." I said, "Sunday? What Sunday?" I mean, she was not. She told me today is Sunday. Sunday? I mean, like for me, any day is the same. I mean, I do some. I do the same daily, just paint and go to the mayor. That's all my life. But I don't have like a regular schedule, like a regular time. Sometimes I go daily. I go live in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and I have two channels, and I go live daily. I try to go daily in both channels. I paint here, I finish, and I go to my other channel, and then I do another painting, another portrait. Okay. I'm going to blend. This mess doesn't matter, okay? Since I kind of okay with the position of the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, whatever I do here is just for the show. Michael, same with my family. My friend was a local artist, sister. Oh my God, your son is a tattoo artist. Oh my God, that's amazing. This is amazing. Yes, we kind of have. I mean, it's kind of we didn't have maybe. I don't know about you, but I mean, for me, I didn't have too many options. It looks terrible by now. Sorry about all the noise. I live in an apartment, and here my neighbor is so crowded. It's kind of impossible to not to listen, not to hear my neighbors from the right, the ones on my right, the ones on my left. The only one I'm going to miss today is my dog because she My wife took her just for the weekend. Okay, and I'm still drawing again and again. You know that this isn't about move the eyes a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, until you feel that the position is okay. Okay, and we paint more red, more cadmium red, and alizarin crimson. Paint the lips. Oh, so Derek, do you have any painting regrets? Regrets in general? Okay. Um, Regrets about I don't get it. I don't understand the question. Sorry. I mean, you mean like about studying something in special techniques or something like that? Oh, okay. Thinking about your question, I don't know how to answer. I mean, I'm gonna speak just about something general. I mean, regrets about painting in general for me is about just studying more. I like to have more time to study more techniques, and I like to have maybe more patience, to be more patient, because I just love to try to finish a painting in 3 hours, and I don't like to touch it anymore. And and kind of I don't know what happened with me, and because before I used to just work. I mean, sometimes I do some paintings with a longer process. I mean, sometimes I do a grisaille or just any longer process. I mean, but it's kind of I would like to try. I have this in my bucket list, the Rembrandt technique. Yes, but I found it really amazing. At the same time, the process is sometimes too much. It's too much, and then I give up. And trying and so many times I said to myself, okay, I want to start with a painting with the Rembrandt process. It just I can't. It's too much. And I regret that because That's gonna be definitely a great experience for learning learn a technique. Okay. Do you ever use any other mediums? Yes, I have painted with watercolor, with acrylics, with pastel, and but mostly, I mean, I have painted watercolors because I just got some commissions, but it's not something that I enjoy to paint. I'm not so good at that. I mean, it's kind of so difficult to process. The problem is that each material has its own challenges, and to be honest, I'm dealing with still with oil paint, and uh, uh, I don't feel like I have enough of this the oil paint, even that I'm painting maybe daily for years. At the same time, I feel like I didn't get enough of this. I don't have enough. I don't know how to put it. I mean, when you know that maybe it's like I don't know. The only thing that came to my mind is the language. It's like English for me. I've been studying English for years, and I don't feel like I mastered the language. I feel okay speaking, and I feel okay with my mistakes. But anyway, it's not something like I feel like, oh my God, I'm so fluent. It's the same with painting. I don't feel that because of that. Every time that every painting is a practice for me, is a challenge for me, is to learn something new. But that's the same for us, for every one of us. Yes. And if I'm not painting, I'm watching videos. Watching videos trying to learn something. I was listening some interviews, podcasts yesterday of this Andrew Tichler. He was speaking with Cesar Santos, and I try to see daily a channel that I love. This is Streamline, I think. Streamline. I don't remember Streamline. Well, they go live daily with a different painter. Okay. Yeah, something like that. But about the thing, I mean, Shodari, I mean, you said that you like a technique, but you thought was good, but it actually didn't worked out for you. Yes, I think that's okay to say. I mean, for me, I'm pretty sure I could be really comfortable painting. I'm trying to practice the Rembrandt process, but every time that I have tried, I just have stopped because it's go with a really thin layer of paint first, and then apply a really thick paint on the lights, then let it dry, then apply a black layer, and then clean out the black layer, and then I start apply glazes and paint. I mean, that's a longer process. But I will do it. I mean, I have to. I just bought a set of watercolors yesterday, and I'm gonna practice a little bit with them, some portraits, and then I'm gonna do some live streams. Need to practice a little bit. I mean, I don't want to go with a material that I haven't used for years. And since I mean, if I was me filming and editing the video, that would be okay. But I'm so bored to the edition process. That's why I go live without making anything. And if the painting goes wrong, I mean, that's okay. Yes. Okay, and adding the lights. Okay. For me, and keeping in mind, trying to keep trying to enhance a little bit the difference between light and shadows. That's what I have in my head, my thinking. I mean, maybe it doesn't reflect what I'm doing, okay, but that's what I'm trying to think about, keeping the difference between light and shadows. At the same time, I'm trying to get the lightness, which I think is not okay yet. Something about Ron about her expression, but anyway, I mean, okay, watching the nose, I know that I applied some highlight here, and then the process of blending, and kind of I lost that, and I gotta go again, and I'm pretty sure after blending I'm gonna lose this highlight again. That usually happens, and I gotta go again, maybe more lighter. Okay, I need to take. It's been an hour. I need to take a photo to compare. Yes, that's the only way I have. I mean, because I don't have a mirror. I mean, using a mirror is the best way, but I don't have one with me, and I have chosen not to use a mirror. I prefer just to take a picture and reverse the image and compare it with the painting. Okay, I think that's the best way because from kind of with the mirror, my hand is not that too stable. I mean, uh, maybe move, and with the mirror, I have to see both. It's kind of I prefer just to see the image on the screen and compare it, and that's it. Okay, I already did that. Now I have seen once you use the mirror, you see like a lot of mistakes. And when I had used a mirror, and I used to use the mirror like every 10 minutes all the time. It's just during the whole process. It's like all the time. Now I'm painting here. I reverse the image every like let's say hour. It's always some green here. Okay, because this is so close to the bone. I mean, here's the bone, and all of this is I don't know how to pronounce it. Cartilage. Here's the bone. Okay. Let me look for the word, okay? Because I don't want to forget.
Cartilage.
What?
Cartilage.
Cartilage. Cartilage? Okay. You hear it? And there's always a green or grayish part here. Always. Okay, this is very subtle. Sometimes we don't even see this. Okay, how do you start up your YouTube channel? I'm thinking of starting up. Okay. Oh, I started the YouTube channel. Uh, uh, I mean, the first one that I started was my Spanish YouTube channel, maybe 8 years ago, and I didn't. I just post or uploaded videos like once a year. And about a couple of years ago, I just started to realize that it could be a way of getting some income. Yes, maybe more than 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And the one that made me realize about that was my son. Because my son, when he was a kid, he started a YouTube channel, and he was just dealing with that and this and that. And I mean, for me, I was like, oh, I have already a YouTube channel, and I don't get any money from that. But he was telling me, oh my God, there are some YouTubers that make tons of money. And I said, oh really? Oh, okay. Maybe I could try. But I mean, it's kind of art. But anyway, I mean, uh, I started to upload more videos and more videos, and more. Uh, and I mean, you're gonna monetize your channel. You're gonna get some income from the ads. That's gonna happen. Oh, hello, Angelina. Thank you, Dita. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, thank you, Chorday. Oh, I said it right first. Okay. Oh, you also follow with Andrew Tischler. Okay, okay. Yes, and then I started to uploaded videos regularly, and I started getting commissions, portraits, and all of that. Yes, and because I have some courses in Spanish, it's like how can I put it? This I mean, for me, it's the best way to get clients, people that want a commission or people that want to buy my courses. I mean, I think I didn't get that much of commissions or portrait for any other uh, social platform. Yes, but at the time that, like I told you, I mean, my son, that's the one that who made me realize about this. Because for me, it was just my work. It was in the real life, just going to a place to teach, painting commission at home, going to give private lessons. Yes, the computer it was just for fun. Sometimes I just make a video. I made a video with static images, and I loaded the same just like that, like a PPT or for a presentation. But right now, it's just more for it's everything. It's getting some income. Is for practice because my channel is just giving me the opportunity to paint daily and to paint what I want. So what was kind of different to paint commissions because to be honest, I hate paint commissions, and I have to paint commission because that's the way we make a living. Yes, but that's so boring. From time to time, you receive a commission that is kind of exciting because it's an amazing photograph, artistic photograph. But mostly here in my country, the commission is just like a flat front view image taken with flash. That's it. Yes. And if I'm trying to play with colors, even adding this little blue or green here, people usually says, "Okay, I mean, I don't like the green there. The nose is too reddish. I don't like that." And I said, oh my God, okay. And if I finish a painting kind of flat, that's okay for the client. Not all of the clients, just because there's people that know about art and they want to see some art, something that's kind of artistic. Okay, let's see. I have in mind to enhance a little bit the chroma of of the portrait, but I will go just little by little, adding more red to the nose. And if I feel like I'm losing control of the color, I'm gonna put it back to, let's say, kind of some neutral color. Right now, I'm thinking about that. I mean, I'm planning to add more green here, more red here, some grayish color, some portions maybe here. Let's see. Like I said, I mean, sometimes I plan something. I try to plan ahead, but the process of the painting, and because it's kind of difficult to know exactly what color is gonna end up the painting. Sometimes my paintings go kind of grayish. Sometimes the contrast is kind of, let's say, I mean, there's not too much contrast. It's kind of mute because I love that. And well, I mean, we gotta plan ahead something, but we gotta be prepared for the changes. Let's do this here. Now I'm adding a little bit of red, a little bit more. Kind of difficult to know where to stop, but we gotta try at the end. I mean, if I go with too much red, the only way I gotta go paint on top of that and mute this color again. But there is no way to know exactly where it's gonna be the color, where it's gonna be like perfect. I mean, when you paint alla prima, it's something that you gotta just try. You gotta go ahead and you see what is happening and you make changes. Okay, is this ever happened with you? The clients didn't like certain things and asked you to make big changes in the commission painting? Sounds so annoying. Yes, that happens a lot of times. Even some simple changes. Sometimes it's about because they see themselves like kind of different that the way we saw them or we see them. There are some they want may usually they want to see themselves younger in the painting, and I don't know, so many changes, and sometimes it's about I don't know. Sometimes sometimes it's kind of funny. Some people says, "Okay, that's not me. I don't recall myself you need to change something. And then I go and change almost nothing and go back and say, oh my God, that's perfect. And I said something like, it's like for some people, this is what I think. I mean, I'm not so sure. Some people, it's just they want to have like the last saying, the last word. They have to. It's like maybe about their personality. They need to see that, no, you gotta fix this. That's okay, even when there's nothing to fix, or maybe it's too small that it's not gonna make any difference. And some people got so emotional, get so emotional. I remember I have painted once a guy. I mean, his wife just came to see the painting. This guy have just had passed away, let's say a month ago. Now I'm speaking about a year ago, no more than 3 years ago. And then she came, the wife. She saw the painting. She started to cry, and she came in. She kissed the painting, and she was so wet. And I didn't say anything. I mean, it was too emotional. I mean, for her to see her husband. Okay, Marcia, in my opinion, the commissions should learn more on the artist's choices. Uh, yes, you're right. Yes, definitely, you're right. Yes, well, it depends. Yes, I mean, it depends who's you're painting for. I mean, it depends. Some people know about art. Some people just definitely want something artistic, and some people they don't care about that. They just want to see the beloved one. They just want to see the person, the painting. They don't care about so many things sometimes that we care as a painters. We care about colors. We care about getting right the skin color. We care about getting right a lot of things. And then some person they are scared to see the person there. That's the likeness. Yes, when the likeness is not there, it don't. I mean, nothing else matters. Nothing. It's not about the color anymore. It's not about if this is warm and this is cooler. If I'm doing this warm because I want this to pop up, and I'm doing this cool because I want just to recede. And I'm gonna do the same here in the nose. I want to start making more warmer colors, and at the same time, if this is color is warmer, I'm gonna grade down the color is just around here, just to create contrast. All those calculations that we do when we paint a portrait. I mean, the client, if they don't see the face of her wife, his wife, or whatever it is, uh, that they don't care about anything else. When they see the face, they say, "Oh my God, that's him." Okay, yo, now you need to fix the cloth. You need to fix anything else. I mean, it's really annoying painting commissions. I mean, for me, I have came with an idea for me. I'm painting commissions just for YouTube. I make I publish I make a post in my community channel, of my channel in my community section, and offering portraits and $120 this size, and I do the portraits in a live stream style, just like this. They're kind of it's not kind of a la prima like rare impasto like that. I mean, let's say in one sitting for saying in some way, and in this way, it's gonna be something that I do for my channel, and I do a commission. But people don't like about that idea because some people just ask me. I mean, you make commission. Yes, I know it's just doing commission for YouTube. I'm gonna paint you just a small size. It's gonna be in a live video forever. Okay, I don't care about that. I just want a bigger painting. And I said, no, I'm not doing bigger paintings. I'm just doing these small paintings for YouTube. Oh, okay, thank you. That's it. Yes, the chic is the wet painting. Okay, I need to fix this eye. I need to go darker with her eyes. And first, before that, I need to see her expression. I just stepping back a little bit to see her expression. And I think her expression is about something on her mouth. It's about this. She has something here. But anyway, at the end, I have two commissions to paint in a live stream. But both of them are gonna be from a Spanish channel because I mean, one is from Mexico and the other one is from my country, from Peru. Which is amazing because at the same time that I'm going to have a video for YouTube, I'm gonna get some money, some extra money. I'm mixing a different crimson with a little bit of black, just a little bit. It's dark, but it's gonna get mixed with the color because everything is wet. Now, if I go, I'm gonna paint this. This color, it has to be a little bit mute or cooler or grayish, let's say, than this color or this color. Okay, just a little bit, almost nothing, but you have to make a difference. You cannot go here with, let's say, with an orange, with a very saturated color. Okay, you gotta think about that. Okay. Uh, okay. Have you started all the paintings you've painted for YouTube? Oh yes, I have a lot of them. I wanna make a store to sell them. Yes, I have sold three of them, four of them. Sorry, four of them. I didn't want to sell them because I don't know, it's something kind of special about these paintings. But I mean, I started to have like a lot, and if somebody want to buy any, just let me know. $120 each one. Small paintings. How is the process for the virtual classes that you teach? Hello, Trevor. Paul Jones. I'm not using any medium, just paint. Cornelia, hello, Cornelia. Good evening. Oh, the classes I teach. About the classes I teach is about just, let's say, paint together. I used to paint with my students, paint along with my students. We share an image and we both paint. And usually my students follow my process. And we go really slow, and I try to explain like everything 100% of the process, and checking always my students' process or to make corrections. Okay, I gotta go darker. Now, kind of, I'm trying to see the likeness. It's not perfect. You know that this is kind of a long process, and at some point, because I have more painted, that means I have more information. More information, I'm gonna be able to compare more, and soon uh, uh, as I compare more, I have the possibility to make more corrections and to get closer to the likeness. Just always be careful about the edges. All the all the edges have to be soft. Okay, and now I go with black, pure black. I think she has black eyes or brown, maybe brown eyes. Yes, I haven't seen her eyes with that much detail. I mean, if you see this image, it's kind of black eyes. I'm using pure black here because of her makeup. Oh, hello, Joyce. Okay. I use the same brushes. This number one. All these three brushes are number zero. Sorry, number. I said number one. Okay, number no. Sorry, number zero. Okay, that's impossible to see number zero. And I paint with some of them, and I'm gonna use this for blending. As soon as their hair start to spray it out, and I start using them for blending. I blend and I clean out the brush just with a paper towel. And again, and again. Okay, I choose this pink, light pink for the highlight. Now I'm gonna choose this with more yellow ochre on top of this. Mhm. Hello, Mervat. Thank you. Michael, oh, yes, yes, I still use a lot of brushes. By now, I have used maybe 10 brushes. I think it's faster. Another way should be if I use just 2 or 3 brushes, I would be cleaning them out just constantly. That's gonna take me a lot of time, a lot of the time for painting. Okay. Now I have this red here, but this is red to this reddish. It shouldn't be like that. Okay. Then I can just mute this color. That was too dark. This is a lighter color. Let's say this. Okay, that's better. I mean, if you have something like this, you can keep this reddish just here. It's gonna be the cheek. Okay. But it shouldn't be like all the way around. I mean, it's just here. You gotta go like a little bit grayish here and here. And here you can go with some greenish color. If you're painting a man, definitely it's gonna be more green here. If you're painting a woman, it's gonna be gray, but not that much. In my case, you can see it's kind of a bluish here. I'm gonna get rid of that. Let's use this color with this brush that I'm using for blending. This way, and applying just like this. It's kind of, I was making a glaze because I'm mixing on top of the other wet color. And because everything is wet, it's gonna get mixed, okay? Just, I gotta have a little bit of patience and go on until I feel that I have lost some of these grays, but not that much. I just want to keep a little bit of that color. A little bit. Okay. Let me use this one here. With this color, I'm kind of pushing the color down. And because everything is wet, this color get mixed here. I'm trying to calculate that. Okay. Okay, now I'm working from an image in my computer. You need a lot of images. Okay, don't work in the image just don't just use your cell phone. That's not enough. You need an image on your cell phone, your computer, in your monitor, or you have to print out another image. And even I forgot today, but no, I didn't forget. I had a black and white version, but I couldn't find it. By the way, you need a lot of information. Okay. It's not enough one image and just in your cell phone. It's like all the people do. Yes, they use just their cell phones and they paint from the cell phone. And for me, like as I said so many times, it's kind of putting myself an obstacle, just painting from an image that is in constant movement. Because your cell phone is just like this, you're so in, so out. You need an image that has to be stable, just static, just there for you, not to not move. And you can have then your cell phone. Oh, clear. How long has it taken to get to this stage? How long? I mean, I've been painting for 2 hours now. It just began 2 hours. Oh, you mean the stage of like how many years I've been painting? Something like that? Okay. Can this method be called painting by layers? Painting by layers? No, I don't think so, Marcia. Painting by layers, it means usually when you say something like that, I understand that you let the painting dry, and then you add another layer. When you add another layer, it's not like literally, it's not literal, like one layer, like just one layer. This could be one layer, this whole thing. If I let it dry, I can go again with all of, to repeat the same, that would be the second layer. Okay? Something like that. I understand that. Uh, then you can let it dry and go with a third layer. Yes, but you can. This maybe sounds kind of confusing, yes, but that's the way if I listen, somebody say something like that, like layers, immediately came to my mind that uh, the person had let the painting dry, and then he came back. He come back later, 2 3 days, to continue painting with a second layer or a third layer. I only paint the ear. Okay. Have you ever made a portrait of a close family member? Okay. Yes, I have painted my son and my daughter. My daughter and my son. Yes. I still need to paint my wife. I have to. Yes, the layers method is the fat over lean. Yes, exactly. Oh, thank you, Dita. Stepping back to see values, I can see that it needs more light here, here and here. Okay. And it needs light here. It's not gonna be the same intensity. Okay. Need to go a little bit darker with here. Yes. I have already painted this part. I don't know what moment I have lost this. You gotta be careful when you blend, but every time that we blend, we overblend. It's kind of just the limit. It's so thin. I feel myself that I overblend so many times. That's what I at the end I'm doing this thing again and again. I mean, I go with this shadow one, two, three times. Oh, Trevor. Yes. Yeah, we'll be doing those 35 minutes demonstrations. Yes, I have done three. Yeah, I'm planning to do a lot more. Michael, do you ever forget what brush? Yes, sometimes I forget what brush I'm using. I try to keep this here on the table, a small table in front of me, between the painting, just below the painting, and I mean the hair of the brush is facing to me. In this way, I can see the color. I just pick up the brush, and I try to put the, let's say, the light colors to my left and the darker colors to my right. I tried. It's not. Sometimes I just, it's a mess. I have all the brushes around, and I use like 10, sometimes 12, 15 brushes, but I have like 50, let's say 50 brushes here in this table. I just love to keep a lot of them, and all the time I was thinking about just maybe take out the uh, just the half. I mean, just keep the half of brushes here. But I always end up just having the same amount of like 50 brushes. Okay. Hmm. Let's see if I check out. I need to go darker here, and I think that this brush, this eyebrow is a little bit thicker. Okay, I use pure black. I put it just here in the middle on the iris. Okay, on top of that, I will go again with the highlights. Not move this, okay? I need to choose the background. Okay, okay, okay. Okay, I gotta. erase a comment here. Okay. Oh, coder. I think the right lower portion of your line needs to be extended towards more. Okay, thank you. I'm gonna check out that. Okay, I'm gonna paint the background, and I'm going to check out that. Joyce. Okay, thank you so much. If you're subscribed to my channel, you should be getting a notification every time that because I usually I plan the live stream like 4 hours, 5 hours, or sometimes one day before. I schedule the live streaming. Okay, if you're not receiving that notification, maybe I think this you have to. What's the? I mean, there's a bear, a small bear, that you have to click on that one. It says like for receiving all notifications. Okay, I'm gonna keep this a little bit gray. Thank you, Juan. Oh, Mervat. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mervat. Oh, okay. Today it was Joyce. Okay, today was kind of different because I started a live stream and then just suddenly my internet stopped working, and it was I don't know what happened. I called the company and they told me that they were trying to fix it and they didn't know what happened. And after 2 hours, I just started the live stream again. I lost the first maybe 5 or 6 minutes of this live stream. Be careful because she has kind of something. It's kind of big. This you not notice like it was like she was being hidden there. It's kind of swollen. I don't know. What do you think? It's like that? Yes, it has like that, but not that much. Yes, I have to reduce this here. I'm trying just to create a little bit of contrast. I added first this intense blue, ultramarine blue, but I think it was so intense. Okay, I'm gonna check the drawing. I'm gonna check all of this. Okay, what is the problem? I'm gonna make this corner a little bit darker. And then here.